Welcome to Milestone Moments, the show where we explore the journeys that lead to success. I'm Sheila Slick, your host and founder of 5 Milestones. In every episode, we will bring you insights from the minds of entrepreneurs, leaders, and experts who will share not just their expertise, but the milestone moments that have reshaped their journeys and led to significant achievements. So if you're looking for motivation, you're in the right place. Subscribe now and discover the milestones that mark the path to success. Welcome to another episode of Milestone Moments in Business and Leadership. I'm Sheila Slick, your host, and today we're going to talk about how to overcome self-doubt if you're looking to start your own business. Self-doubt is something that stops so many individuals, so many aspiring entrepreneurs in their tracks. It starts with that voice questioning your thoughts. Am I good enough? What if I fail? Who would even buy my product? Who would listen to me? Having worked with hundreds of startups and entrepreneurs in over 25 years in business, I can tell you that this is incredibly common. But the good news is that you can overcome self-doubt and start building your business with confidence. In today's episode, we're going to talk about 5 steps that you can take to quiet that inner critic if you are looking to start a business. Whether you're planning to start a coaching practice, an online store, or a local service business, these 5 steps will help you get the clarity and the courage to move forward. Before we start talking about those steps, let's first understand why self-doubt hits entrepreneurs so hard. And it's not just you. Studies show that over 70% of entrepreneurs experience doubt and imposter syndrome. In my consulting practice, I've seen even experienced business owners and founders struggling with doubt when facing new challenges or expanding into unfamiliar or unexpected territories. Self doubt is really just fear wearing a disguise. And the truth is that fear signals that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And that's exactly where growth happens. Everyone starts with doubts, and the difference between those who launch and those who don't isn't confidence. It's the willingness to act despite the doubt. So, the first thing that you can do is name your fears. This step is about being honest with yourself. Is it fear of judgment? Is it financial insecurity? Is it not knowing enough, not having enough experience? When you start to name your fears, they immediately lose power. Neuroscience backs this up. When you label emotions, your brain's fear center actually calms down. One exercise that I recommend to my clients, it's a very simple exercise, is to identify your fear and then immediately counter it with what you'll do if that fear comes true. For example, if someone says to me, I'm afraid no one will buy my product, then I'll say, well, if that happens, what can you do? You can gather feedback, you can improve the offer, and then you can try again. And when you name your fears, you realize that they're manageable challenges and not barriers. Step 2 is to validate your idea, and you can do that with a simple one-page business model canvas plan. Self-doubt thrives on uncertainty. And when you don't have a clear business model, we question everything. So the solution is to make a plan. And the business model canvas is a powerful one-page tool. It's used a lot by startups and even Fortune 500 companies alike. It has 9 essential building blocks that give you complete clarity. It allows you to validate your product or your idea. The first one starts with your customer segments. Who are you creating value for? And who are your most important customers? The second part is your value proposition. What problem are you solving? And what need are you satisfying for each one of these customer segments? Number 3 is your channels. How are you going to reach and communicate with your customers? Number four, your customer relationships. What type of relationship will you establish with each segment? Number five, your revenue streams. And this is really important. How will you generate income from each of these customer segments? Number six, what key resources, what are those assets that are required to deliver your value proposition? Number seven, key activities. What actions must you take to operate successfully? Number eight, key partnerships. Who can help you leverage your business model? And last, your cost structure. What costs will be incurred in order to operate your business? And this approach works because it really forces you to clarify and expose any gaps that you may have in your thinking. It helps to transform vague ideas into a visual roadmap that you can reference and refine as you learn more and more about your market and your business. Step three, to overcome that doubt if you're looking to start a business, is to set small, achievable goals. Once you have your business model Canva, you can break it down into tiny, actionable steps. Self doubt loves big, vague goals because they feel impossible to achieve. So the solution is to focus on progress, not perfection. And by taking your Canva, your business Canva plan, and turning each component into a series of small, manageable tasks, you are creating a practical roadmap that makes progress inevitable and self doubt optional. The fourth step is to build a strategic support system. Entrepreneurship can be very lonely, and isolation feeds self doubt. In my experience, I recommend that entrepreneurs build a network with three different types of people. One are peers who understand the journey. They're facing similar challenges and they can also offer real time support. Second, mentors who are a few steps ahead. They have walked that path. They provide perspective and shortcuts. And third, people who believe in you unconditionally. You just need one person to be your cheerleader. The more the merrier, but it really just takes one. A strong support system does not happen by chance. You need to be intentional about finding the right people and then nurturing those relationships. You can find people at industry events, online communities, local business groups, your family, your friends. These are all great places to start building these critical connections. And the final step to overcome that self doubt, if you're thinking about starting a business, is to take imperfect action. That's the most powerful one on the list after that Canva business plan. Perfectionism is just self doubt in disguise, and it tells you you're not ready yet. But here's the truth, no one is ever completely ready. Taking imperfect action doesn't mean being careless. It means recognizing that real world feedback is more valuable than theoretical perfection. It means embracing version 1.0 of your business as a necessary step towards version 2.0, etc. When you take action, despite your fears, you send a powerful message to your brain. My desire to succeed is stronger than my fear of failure. And that's when self doubt begins to lose its grip. Remember that entrepreneurship isn't about being fearless, it's about acknowledging your doubts and moving forward anyway, and with a plan. Having guided hundreds of entrepreneurs through these exact steps, I can tell you that they work, but only if you apply them consistently. If you're looking to start a business, I'd love to support you on this journey. And if this episode resonated with you, please leave a review, subscribe. It'll help others find it. Until then, remember that doubt is normal, action is the answer, and your business deserves to exist. This is Sheila Slick signing off from Milestone Moments in Business and Leadership. See you next time.